Brought to you by
YouTube, which reminds you to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified of any new videos that come out on Crowdfunding Hell. Wagii is an in-demand campaign on Indiegogo that has raised quite a bit of money. The idea appears to be that you would wear a set of sunglasses that has a video camera with audio capabilities built into them so that you would be able to document the world around you and upload it immediately. On the surface, it would seem that this might be a boon to people who must incessantly document every aspect of their lives. But if you really examine it, there are several things that are concerning about this campaign and this product should it come to market. To start with, there is what I would like to call the Google Glass factor. Folks may remember a few years back that a product called Google Glass hit the consumer market with much fanfare and a lot of ink written about concerns when people might use it. People, it became apparent, did not like being filmed, even in public places where there would be no expectation of privacy. There were even news stories at the time of people being assaulted simply for wearing the product. Ultimately, what caused the failure of Google Glass was the fact that people could not see a reason for them needing such a thing in their daily lives. At best, they could see some limited business applications for the item. Now, the marketing for Wagii is pushing it to the social media crowd where a need to share everything with everybody is considered socially paramount. There is no guarantee that Wagii might not run into the same problems that Google Glass did, though they do claim that you would not be able to stealthily begin recording in inappropriate places. Why simply placing tape or painting over the small LED lights that are supposed to alert anyone that recording is taking place does not appear to ever be discussed. Nor is another mystery touched upon. These are shown to be sunglasses, yet in order to be able to take indoor photographs, would you find it easy to wear such an eyeglass indoors, away from sunlight? Yet another mystery that jumps out, at least to me, is how steady the demonstration videos shown in the campaign are. Heads are constantly in motion. We are not aware of this because our brains correct for this motion unconsciously. We only become aware of this when we see a video that has been shot from the vantage point of our heads and see how much things bounce around. This is normally corrected in post-production using certain aspects of video software. You should also ask yourself a very real question. Were these videos actually shot using the Wagii? The implication is that they did this, but is there any real way to know? I personally have shot using a GoPro, which can be mounted on the forehead using a special headband that would give some very similar looks as these videos. Finally, there is one glaring mystery that I would love to see answered. Much is made at several points in the wall of text for this campaign of the 3 different lengths of video recording the Wagii is limited to do. If you take the demonstration videos embedded in that wall of text to the end and look at how long each of them actually is, how is it that they exceeded that programmed amount? Well, it's your money. Perhaps you have spent it wisely, but we are preparing a new sale here in Crowdfunding Hell.
Brought to you by
the Patreon supporters of Crowdfunding Hell. Click on the link below in the description for this video and become a patron of crowdfunding hell. Every now and then I have to report there seems to be a crowdfunding project that actually comes through with the product they claim. Such is the case with the Ticktime, an electronic countdown timer out of Hong Kong. After double dipping in crowdfunding to the tune of almost $500,000 US, judging from the comments left on the Indiegogo campaign site, it would seem that they are delivering the products to the backers. It was their money, and this is how they chose to spend it. All I would point out is to ask a simple question. Was their money wisely spent? Certainly, Ticktime is easy to use, as you can see from the simple instructions necessary to set what is essentially an electronic version of an egg timer. In addition, they point out how easily portable it is, since you can put it in your pocket. The same pocket, perhaps, that you also put your smartphone in. You know, the smartphone programmed with various timers that can be accessed and have already been paid for when you purchased your phone. Now, it has been pointed out that the advantage the Ticktimer has over a smartphone is that it cannot be interrupted by incoming messages and calls on the phone. This would be true. Of course, they make no mention of the fact that you are still having to deal with those incoming messages and calls even if you are using Ticktime. Nor is any mention made of the fact that the phone can simply be switched off and the timer still used. This is an excellent example of why we advocate waiting until an item comes to market and then making the purchasing decision. Take the time to see the options currently available to you that were low or no cost. It will help keep you out of crowdfunding hell. The Crowdfunding Hell Prison Workshop. You too can own something that has been fashioned lovingly by the gnarled hands of our inmates. Bebird, the smart visual ear cleaning rod on Indiegogo. Obviously, this is something that's caught fire because it supposedly comes out of Seattle in the United States, and it's over 6,000% overfunded with a flexible bowl, and it's over 8,000 backers wide. And if you look at all of those images that have been posted showing the thing in action, or at least in the various kinds of settings that I suppose you would find it in, it's something that's going to really catch your imagination. Look at the price. It's, kind of high, but it's not that high. There's just one catch, and it's called AliExpress. Because if you go through AliExpress looking for the name Bebird, you find that it's being produced in China and apparently has been for some time. This isn't being produced in Seattle, Washington. It's being put out there without anything on it apparently showing a Chinese manufacturer. But of course, if you look at the specs, it is in fact the same thing. And what's even worse, it's far, far less than what they would have us buy it for here. At any rate, this is a case where you'll have to determine whether or not it makes sense to have it. But it is your money. Use it wisely. In the meantime, I think I'm going to open up a new cell for this in crowdfunding hell.